All right, real fast, a little more info on the Gabby, Petito, and Brian laundrie case. Uh, there's new info coming out that there are speculations now that some of the people that were witnesses uh, lied. You know, somebody went back and talked to the restaurant, and the restaurant owner and the manager that was there that day said that it wasn't like what they said. There was no loud voices. There was no arguing. There wasn't anyone arguing. And there's people now saying that they think somebody lied because the investigator went back and checked it out. And they're saying that maybe somebody lied. Uh, why they would lie, I don't know. It's kind of fishy. But they're thinking now that this beautiful, incredible woman uh,
Brian was really upset. He was actually arguing with the hostess, and she thought maybe he didn't want to pay his bill or if it was over a bill, and that he kept going in and out of the restaurant. And the whole time, Gabby was just crying and clearly upset. Well, we know that Brian Enton, he is actually following the steps that Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie did, and he went to opposite of what this girl told us. Now let's listen to what this witness had to say about this altercation that happened at Mary Pickens.
We saw, not we saw, but saw like a blowout of a situation between Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie in Wyoming when we were there. I'm freaking the out.
It wasn't so much of their interaction with each other. I didn't really take notice to them at all until they got up from their table and they were, like I mentioned in my video, abruptly leaving the restaurant. It looked as though they were like almost getting kicked out, and it was never.
All right, so this guy went back to investigate it, and he talked to the manager that was there that day and the people that were there in the restaurant, and they said that it was nothing at all like what some people have been saying. Now, why? Why would they make that up? Probably, I don't know. This case is getting interesting, though. I do have to say that this woman here, oh, she is very, very beautiful. This is a very, very stunning, beautiful woman. But
that day was Brian was really upset. He was,
like I mentioned in my video, abruptly leaving the restaurant. It looked as though they were like almost getting kicked out, and it was never so much. It wasn't necessary.
I think she might be an actor or an actress. She is very beautiful. I can tell you that much. She is very beautiful. But is it possible that it was a lie? Yes. Why? Well, publicity, whatever it may be. But there you go. Now, there are other videos coming out now. Like I said, this guy went back to the restaurant where it happened, talked to him, and they said that there was no fight that day, that it was they don't recall that happening the way that some people are saying it happened.
To the restaurant together, and that Gabby said that she wanted her money back, and the restaurant said that we're not going to give you your money back, and then Gabby and Brian left.
so based off what the manager told.
Got angry. No one threw a fit here, but she says that Gabby and Brian did leave.
All right, this reporter went back and talked to the people at the restaurant. There was no yelling. There was no screaming. There was none of that. Gabby and Brian wanted their money back, and the restaurant would not give them their money back, and they left right then and there and left.
the restaurant without paying, and she says that the server followed them outside, that they paid the bill out here on the street, and that Brian was very calm, but then that they came back into the restaurant together, and that Gabby said that she wanted her money back, and the restaurant said that we're not going to give you your money back, and that then Gabby and Brian left.
But based off what the manager told Brian Hinton, it seems like this witness fabricated her story. Why would she lie and say Brian was the aggressor and he was getting really upset fighting with the waitress? Then you have the manager saying no, none of that is true. He was actually calm.
All right, there you go. The manager of the restaurant said Brian was actually calm, and Brian and Gabby wanted their money back. I don't know. This lady seems pretty upset. The beautiful one that's right here. Very, very beautiful, but it seems like her temper is real short. She is very beautiful, but looks can be deceiving. So, like I said, don't take anything off of the table of any crime case because it'll change in a heartbeat. And we don't even know that the original stuff that we are hearing from these people is actually the truth. And now they just found out that it's possible that there was no arguing or altercation. That Brian was the calm one. So we're this case is still ongoing, and it's an ongoing investigation. Just because they found Brian supposedly, which I still think it ain't Brian. I would continue to look for Brian. Brian might have the story and be able to tell what happened. We don't know. But there you go, folks. I'll talk to you later. It's a cold, crappy day here. I got a couple things to do. And talk to you guys later.